It's a dope move.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What's going on, everybody? That's right, we're back. It's your guys. We're here. It is Big Games Buzz, where the sports fanatic and the athlete get together and talk about sports and everything in between. I am Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd. Let's go. And of course, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why this podcast is called what it is. Big Game James. What up, dude?
What up, Jay Styles? Welcome back, bro. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Little vacationes and things like that. But without further ado,
holiday. Look,
we back, bro.
We back. As well as some other things that are going on. So let me show you. Listen, this is the dedication that we have here. Okay, this is the type of dedication that we have to you, the podcast watchers, listeners, to what's going on, because as we're talking, the finals in a halftime, but
you French? I know. I'm playing. We're gonna talk about your boys in a minute, though. We're gonna.
Before we do that, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends, family, and frenemies. They need to have something to do, while they're not hating on you. Make sure that you hit us up, of course, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon. We are there. Wherever you like to listen to your favorite podcast, we are there. Was that it? Was that good? I thought
that was to the point, man. So fast that I almost thought you forgot something. Yeah, very good, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, the NBA Finals are going on right now, but like I said, it's in halftime. We're going to have some good topics to talk about. We definitely want to make sure that you come in, chat with us. We'd love to see your chats. We'd love to see what you're thinking. It's always fun to interact with you, so you interact with us. Lots to talk about. We're going to try to condense it down to 1 hour. Well, the time we have.
There it is.
There it is. So, without further ado, let's get into these 4 downs.
It's time for the 4 downs. That's right. The hottest sports news around. BGSB presents
4 downs. That's what they present. First down.
Whoa.
Mavs, Celtics. Who you got in the series?
Hey, man, believe it or not, don't look at tonight's score. But I said Mavs in 7. The Mavs look hot. Luka and Kyrie been playing well. The one difference maker so far in this first half, and if there's anybody on here that's not watching the game, want to watch it later, plug your ears. I'm sorry. Kristaps Porzingis is hot as fish going into some grease right now. He's hotter than a firecracker that just got lit. And, to miss 10 games and come back and shoot this well, the Mavs are going to have to make Jason Kidd's going to have to make some adjustments defensively to guard the three-point line better. But like right now, defensively, Porzingis is making a difference, and he's knocked down a shitload of shots. But I'm sticking to my guns. We in the Triple D, although I'm not from the Triple D. I'm still pulling for Kyrie and Luka and the Mavs in this series, and I think they still get it done in 7, Jack.
Listen, you see what I'm wearing. This is where my heart is. But let me tell you what my eyes and my mind see.
My mind's telling me no.
There's a reason why Kristaps Porzingis, why they waited. Okay. This is the reason. They knew they could sweep Indiana. They knew that. They knew they were going to have any issues with Milwaukee or whoever else they play. Who did they play? Was it Miami, Milwaukee? Whoever else they played. Don't even matter.
They played. They played Miami.
Yeah.
They played.
Indy.
Shit, I don't know. No, they played Cleveland first.
They played
the Cavs, the Heat, and then the Pacers.
And the Pacers. Listen. Easy. Okay? They ain't play nobody. Everyone's saying that. But here's what we have to understand about the Celtics and the Mavs. And I heard this the other day, and I told my friend this. And when I told him this, he said, whoa. How many players made 100 threes on the Mavs this season?
How many players?
How many players?
I don't think nobody on the Mavs made 100, did they?
They did. Yeah, they did. They did.
It's got to be Luka and Kyrie.
Kyrie, and there's one more. It was three of them, right? Cleveland.
But Cleveland can't be no X factor for y'all. But okay,
you're correct. You're correct. How many do you believe Boston had this season that made 100 threes?
If you throwing it out there like that, my antennas is telling me at least 5 players. I mean, because you got to think White, Tatum, Brown, Horford old ass might even hit close. So at least 4.
Okay.
If not 5.
How about 8?
Time out. Quit playing, man. 8 people on the Celtics hit over 100 3-pointers.
8. And Brown is like 5th on that list.
Oh, hold on, man. Let me get the button queued up. All right, God, are you serious?
I'm very serious. Okay. I'm very serious. So when you take things like that, and I kept telling people they have 4 players that can run both ways and can hurt you both ways. 4 players that can do that. Dallas has 2. 2 consistent. Now, you can say Washington is another one. Sure, okay. But it's not
up until that last round, PJ's been pretty consistent in the playoffs. I'll give him that. Damn, Jay, you hit me with that stat, and it makes me always want to change my mind, but it's not. Just because Kyrie and Luka have been so prolific. Now, the thing that helped them so much against Minnesota that there's going to be tougher here with Porzingis playing, Minnesota had no real rim protector. So they were able to do the pick and roll and lobbing up all the alley-oops, and Lively and Gabbert was looking like a video game, like and one mixtape the way they threw the lobs up, man.
And it's funny you say that because they had the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year on that squad.
Stop. I call bullshit on that, man. I'm gonna call it like Draymond said. And not often do I go and agree with Draymond Green. Defensive Player of the Year, prove it. Show me.
4 times?
Go, man. 4 times the league just gave him the award.
4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Davis played better defense than Gobert did this year.
Okay. I'm just telling you what he has. Okay. So,
but you can't tell me I'm lying.
I'm not telling you you're lying.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Well, all I'm saying is this.
Hey, man, people in the chat, let us know what you think. Did Gobert deserve Defensive Player of the Year?
That part. So you got
no.
You got Rudy Gobert, who's supposed to be who was crowned the regular season Defensive Player of the Year. You have Karl Anthony Towns, who's another tall dude, but decided that, hey, I got to shoot threes.
Hey, man. And I know we talk about the Celtics Mavericks. Karl Anthony Towns was about to get my foot in his ass. You can't be 7 foot and afraid to play in the paint and take the ball to the basket where you clearly could have had an advantage. And in the early foul trouble, some of the fouls he got were so stupid. You can't. we will say this, and we said this in episodes past, and let's get back to the
Mhm.
Mavs and move on to second down.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Carl Anthony Towns is no longer the man of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yes.
That is Anthony Edwards. And
Yes,
they need to start
absolutely.
building either one of the two, Cat or Rudy, got to go. One of the two got to go. I think
One
they're
of
going
the
to run it back, but one of them, if you ask me,
They're going to run it back.
one got to go.
What
If that
they'll
was,
run it
if
back.
that was tonight's segment, well, yeah, one got to
That was
go.
it. That they're going to run it back, but like I said, so bringing it full circle, the Mavs struck they did not struggle, but they had a challenge with these teams. Why people are downing Boston and saying, "Oh, they had an easy road." No, that team understands their roles now. This team has been to the finals together recently. They're back in the finals. It's
True.
not like they just showed up. It's not like this is the first time. Dallas has one player that has gone to the finals and won a finals before.
Mm-hmm.
Won a finals before. So we've got to understand that, listen, this team, the Boston Celtics, this is legacy. Right now, legacy.
Yeah, but Jay,
Yeah.
Boston, if you look at you take Brown and Tatum, supposedly the two leaders. Now, adding Holiday was a big piece, you know what I'm saying? But you take Brown and Tatum, they've been to the Eastern Conference Championship 5 times.
Mhm.
They've only advanced to the finals once, and then they lost to Golden State after that Game 4 debacle 2 years ago, right?
Right.
So
Right.
realistically, you're saying legacy, you're saying they've been there. They haven't won anything. They
Correct.
failed more than they've succeeded.
Yes.
So why can't the Mavs have just as good a chance when it comes down to, well, it's the never mind. You said roster. Okay.
It's the roster.
Okay.
It's the roster. Again, you go back to that roster, and to me, it's about, in sports, to me, it's about matchups. Okay. And basketball, I believe, is the biggest one when it comes to matchups. Football, to me, is the second one, right? How you match up with that person across from you. Okay. In this game, again, my heart is with the Mavs. Hey, look, Mavs fan for life, MFFL. But
That's
when
a cool
I
little
look,
hashtag y'all got.
but when I look at this, it's hard for me to root against the Celtics or to pick against them. It's hard for me to pick against the Celtics. I would say 5.
I don't want them to get the 18th banner, damn it. I'm still rooting for the Mavericks.
I hear you, man.
I gotta
hear
say
you.
it. I gotta believe it. I gotta believe
I hear
it.
you.
I gotta believe it. For all my Lakers fans out there, I'm rooting for y'all, man. I know y'all don't want them to get that 18th banner. But speaking of Lakers,
Man.
that's not next down. Sorry.
No. This is second down. Second down. Are sports fans getting sick of Caitlin Clark and WNBA drama? Stephen A. Yeah, this is the first one. Stephen A. and Monica McNutt. They had a little back and forth. So people, you know what? I know we're in this. Let me finish because I got something to say about this. And then the Kennedy Carter foul. But everybody's talking about receipts. I got receipts. Check my receipts. Listen,
I hate that saying now. Can I be one to say that? Like,
I'm with you.
I'm so sick of, that's just like a long, I'm showing my age now. Like,
Yeah.
That's like at one point in time, it is what it is. Everybody just starts saying the hell out of that. And I was like, it's not is what it is. Shut the hell up. I got receipts. Does he have receipts? Does he have receipts? Does he have proof? Wasn't nobody fact checking a whole lot. Anyway, go ahead, J Star. Please, sir.
No,
I hate it.
I hate now someone that says, I got receipts. It's all over me. Anyway, to this question, Caitlin Clark, WNBA drama, you have Austin Reeves, who really it's like Austin Rivers. Who are you, sir? Who are you? Your dad is more famous than you.
Hey, man, but you think about it. Austin Rivers he's been doing saying a lot of dumb shit lately, and I believe almost just to make himself relevant.
Has to.
he came out with the football players and the NBA players can go play in the
Exactly.
NFL comments, and James
Exactly.
Jones said, you made it on the nostalgia nepotism who your daddy is. If your daddy wasn't Doc Rivers, you would have never made it in the NBA.
Never.
But yeah, please share with the people what you told me about what this fool been saying.
So he came on, he got onto his little, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, X, and all of that, and said, I've been in the league. I was a professional basketball player, and I said I wasn't going to say anything about this. I was just going to sit back. But as a professional basketball player, and then he leans over to the right because he has a mural of himself playing in all the teams that he played for. There were quite a few.
Wow.
He said, y'all have to be respectful of Caitlin Clark. And y'all have to, y'all can't just be beating her up, and y'all have to know that she's the one that put your league on the map. She's the one that's building it up. She's the reason why you where you are right now. She's the reason. Bro. Here's what I love, and you know me, and you know what I've said. And this is why I respect and love the hell out of Angel Reese, because she recently came out and stated, you know what? It ain't just about Caitlin Clark. It's about me too. And it's about the other players that have come before her and that are playing now. And she made a correct statement when she said, if it wasn't for the LSU Iowa championship in 2023, the reality is no one would be on her. No one would care. No, she's a really good shooter. If Iowa plowed through everyone else, great. You have to have a what? A villain.
A villain. But why are they so why do I feel like they're trying so hard to make Angel Reese the villain of the WNBA, and she just got in this league?
Because she's been a villain of Caitlin Clark. It's not just, remember, think about it again like this. When we talk about NBA, professional sports, and really in professional sports, but NBA in particular, the NBA was tape delayed before Magic Johnson and Larry Bird played in the NCAA finals in 1979, I believe it was, 78, 79.
Right. Okay.
Professional games were tape delayed. The college game was live. When they got into the league their rookie year in 1980, that is when you started to actually watch live basketball games. And it was not tape delayed.
Hey, man, I've got some conspiracy theorists that have started talking to me and telling me, Jay, that the whole Bird and Magic thing, after the success they had of playing each other in the national championship game in college, that the NBA scripted a lot of what went on between the Lakers and the Celtics. Now, I don't believe that, but you got people that swear up and down that the commissioner knew what he was doing and knew it was going to help sell tickets to the game.
I wouldn't put it past. Listen, sports are funny. Okay, sports are funny. Sports have a way, and I believe in sports gods. No, when I say sports guys, I believe in there's things happen the way they're supposed to happen, when they're supposed to happen, how they're supposed to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without Magic and Bird, there's no Jordan. There's no Jordan. Without Jordan, there's no Kobe, there's no LeBron, right? Without Tina Thompson and Cheryl Swoops, Rebecca Lobo, and Lisa Leslie, and Witherspoon, and all of them that came through, and Shamika Holdsclaw, there is now no Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Cardozo.
What about Asia Wilson? We can't leave Asia Wilson off. She's straight up balling.
Asia Wilson, Boston, all of them.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You have to have those people. Now, the thing is that, in that time of Rebecca Lobo was kind of the villain. She wasn't a great villain, but she was a villain because the reality is everyone loves Swoops. Everyone loves
and Lisa Leslie.
and Lisa Leslie, sure.
You gonna say Rebecca Lobo was the villain?
Yeah. Come on.
Man, I think when it first came out, they molded and branded and gelled the league together very well and tried to sell all those players
Yes.
as being a united front for the WNBA.
Yes.
So it's hard for me to see her as the villain. I guess if I had to pick one, and I think the whole Houston Comets were villains because how good they were.
Sure. People
And
hate
then
winners.
they made that instant rivalry between the Sparks and the Comets.
Yeah.
Because of Lisa Leslie. So I think, they
and
did
New
what
York,
they needed
and New
to
York
do.
was in the mix too.
Oh,
New
yeah,
York was
Liberty. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
About them. Whatever.
And here's the thing: Witherspoon was also a villain as well, right? Because she was a tough player. Yeah, Spoon was a tough player. She get grind, and so with the Kennedy Carter, guess who her coach is?
Yeah,
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon's the coach of the Liberty. You're right, man. This is my thing. This is where the whole WNBA thing. I know there's a lot more attention on it. We can say what we want, but Caitlin Clark's been on 2 televised games.
Mm-hmm.
The WNBA has now set 3 records for viewership in 3 of those games. She played in 2 of them, to where it was over 1.5 million people watching. So whether we want to say it or not, people are tuning in and watching because of her.
Sure.
What I'm sick of is the narrative of her getting beat up, her getting bullied. Did you see Angel Reese get thrown down by her neck a couple nights ago?
Yeah.
No one spoke on it. No one said anything about it. It took
She
Bob Costas. It took Bob Costas to come out and say, "Let's call it what it is." Y'all are talking about it and making it a racial thing.
Sure.
And one thing happens to a Caucasian player is one reaction. If it happens to a black player, it's another one. We got to get over all of that. Caitlin Clark is good for the game, but yet so is Angel Reese. So is Cardoza.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson is boom. Brianna Stewart is killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, Anesco. It's so many different people that are so good for this game, and Leah Boston, right? But the thing is, if you weren't a true WNBA fan before, and Caitlin Clark is the one reason you watch it, that's not going to last long. The way these numbers are right now, I think a lot of these young girls that came in this season brought a lot of different fan base into the WNBA, and I believe it will stay. I think it's going to stick, but I think that the narrative is in the way it's being reported is going to need to change, or you're going to wear people out. It can't be Caitlin Clark is playing on the worst team in the WNBA. They had the number 1 overall pick for a reason, because
twice.
How do I say this the right way? They were ass trash.
Cheeks.
They were what the kids always say, man, that's trash. They suck. They were horrible.
Cheeks.
Cheeks will make them a little bit better, but it's not going to be instant success. They'll probably have a top 3 pick again this next season and then work to get better. But I am getting Kennedy Carter shouldn't have to worry about people approaching her at her hotel room because of a foul that she had against Caitlin Clark. Now, did the referees call it? No, they didn't. Should they have called it? Yeah, but did Caitlin Clark say something to deserve it? Yeah. I'm on the page of Matt Barnes. You got to have some dogs on your team to where when your star get fouled, you kicking that ass. You stepping in for him.
See, so here's the other part of it too. When she got knocked down by Kennedy Carter, her teammate calmly walked over, kind of chuckling, put her head down and said, "Come on, girl, get on up." Like, ain't nobody fighting. Like, here's my thing. I have seen not one person on her squad come over, and I am not suggesting they do this, but nobody is sticking up for her on her team.
You're supposed to.
If she's, but that also to me suggests that on your squad, you're not engaging and endearing yourself to your team.
Yeah, because supposedly they just had a team outing in the city they in. They showed a whole team on the boat having a good time. Caitlin Clark is nowhere to be seen on the boat, and everybody's speculating: is she too good for her teammates, or do her teammates not like her either? I'm not gonna get into the speculation part. I don't know where she was. I don't know what she had to do. Maybe she gets seasick easy. Maybe she didn't want to go out of the water. It's not for me to speak on. But to me, any and everything that happens now, it's a narrative, and it can't be about that. It can't be about her. It can't be the only narrative that's going on in the WNBA, and that's what I feel like. So when I pose the question, "Are you getting sick?" Yeah, I am, because there's more people. We should be talking more about Asia Wilson scoring at 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists last night.
Yeah,
opposed to how Caitlin Clark getting treated. And that Kennedy Carter got to get threats, and a security guard at the hotel got to step in and make sure the food don't mess with her. It shouldn't come down to that now. Then, did you see the picture and all the like dirt they tried to draw up on Kennedy Carter and post to social media? It's sad, like, come on, man. Is that really what y'all doing? That's really what we got to do? Y'all trolling that hard?
And so the WNBA is different, and really the world is different today, obviously, than it was when the WNBA started. You had Houston. You can call them the bad guys, whatever, the villains, because they won a lot, but you still like them because, hey, guess what? They played ball. That's what you want. You went to watch.
Hoop, man.
You went to watch.
I was a Tina Thompson fan, bro. I really was.
I know why. She got them soup coolers. All right, third down. Let's go. She got them soup coolers. Bro,
yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. She can cool off a lake. Look here. Lakers target UConn's Dan Hurley. Should Hurley consider this job? UConn was, you said, 141-58, just won another Hurley championship. Yeah, they should target him. Should Dan Hurley leave? No. The Lakers are a dumpster fire. They're a dumpster fire. And why are they a dumpster fire? It's very simple. LeBron.
Oh, wow. Wow. He's the whole reason?
Listen, I am a LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron James fan. But he is holding the league and the Lakers hostage. It's time. It's time.
I mean, let's talk about that in a second. But I believe the only reason Danny Hurley is really considering this, one, payday. Two, he's done all he can do at the level he's at right now. Back-to-back national championships, high school state champion before even getting into the college ranks of coaching college ball.
Mm-hmm.
UConn is not as prestigious as it once was. Yes, they have one hell of a recruiting class coming in this next year, but with the market they're in, being back in the Big East for basketball, the TV deal is very small. Trying to come up with enough money through your collective for NIL, it's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher. So to me, if Hurley can get some more reassurance from the Lakers to stretch that paper out where he's not going to have to worry about kids coming in and leaving and jumping ship, I think you really have to consider taking his job. And it's another test to see if you can really be successful at that level, because he showed he can be successful in college. He can always go back and do it again. So I think you take the chance at UConn. Leaving UConn and going to LA. I think it has to be some kind of stipulation that, like, look, you can't Darvin Ham me, and you can't not Frank Vogel, whatever to do. Yeah, Vogel. You can't Vogel me, you can't Ham me. I can't come in for 2 years and then you talking about it ain't gonna work. I gotta have some kind of guarantee in there that
Luke Walton.
Man, you almost made me say a bad word. Man,
Listen,
Luke Walton got a hookup on a job that he never should have had anyway.
Agree.
At the time, he wasn't ready yet. Not saying that he couldn't have been ready one day, but Luke got put into a situation where he wasn't ready for that job yet, man.
Here's why I say, Hurley, you stay where you are. Okay. The Lakers at this point are in a very bad financial cap space. Okay, that it's bad cap space.
Okay.
Basically, you working with about 5.2 million is what I'm reading of cap space. Who you finna get for that?
But Jay, they have a bunch of first round. They have a bunch of picks this year coming up. They can trade some stuff of those picks away for other pieces and try to get some draft capital back up. I mean, some cap back. NBA lets you do trade considerations for money and everything else. I believe they can finagle a little bit. They got to work on. They got to free up somehow, some way. You look like you have it, but you looking down at it. I don't have it right in front of me.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Right now, I think they're building young through these draft picks they have. I don't think you're going to get a bunch of free agents. And then, the one name that keeps coming up right now, well, two names, Trey Young and Donovan Mitchell, keep coming up as far as Trey goes. Why are you shaking your head?
Neither one.
Neither one of them can help the Lakers.
Not at all. Listen, Trey Young to me, he's a good talent, but you need so much around him in order for him to be great. Like he does. Here's the thing. He's not a player that you say that you build or that you're going to say he's going to lead my team. He's not going to lead your team. Okay. He's going to be a integral part and piece, but he's not going to lead your team.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell quit on his team.
Did he? Did he punk out?
He did. He said, okay, fine. We're going to get beat. I'm ready. My knees sore. My back is sore. My shin is sore. My heart is sore. My P word is hurting.
Not my heart. Not my heart.
Yeah. My kitty cat hurts. So, I mean, yeah, they got some picks throughout the years. I don't know. It's so much you have to retool. And yes, you would have to say, look, I get to pick the players I want, or at least have some conversation about what I want. Do you keep Anthony Davis? Do you try to keep LeBron, or do you tell him, you know what, LeBron, thanks, but no thanks? D'Angelo Russell, what do you do with him? How are you going to play?
I think D-Russ is gone. I think D-Lo gone.
Maybe not.
You got to go. Yeah, bro. I don't know, man.
Hachimura, how do you play him? Where do you play him? I mean, I know there's just a lot, but once you get past Hachimura, and now you got that Reeves contract that's been done, and for $50 million a year, which is insane to me. But you know what I mean? Like Pelinka he sets you up for failure, bro. I'm like, I don't like it because you'll be blamed for situations that really are not your fault. But you gotta get rid of LeBron.
LeBron's done in at least one or two. I think that takes care of itself. Supposedly, according to Woj, LeBron had a meeting with ownership and management saying, like, look, whatever decisions you make, do it what's going to be best long term for the Lakers. Don't really worry about me. Now, I call cap on that. I don't believe that, but that's what they're reporting and saying. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, when we look at it and we ask the question, if you're Dan Hurley, do you leave Uconn, where you won back-to-back national championships? They say you have a top 3 recruiting class coming in there, and have a chance to run it back again to go to the NBA and coach the Lakers. I think it depends on what your goal as a coach is.
Bro, he's a god at UConn. There is no
argument there. No argument there, Jay.
at UConn. He can walk around in his underwear with a blanket around his neck, and a stick in his hand and a Burger King crown and say, "Bow before me." And guess what would happen? They would bow before him.
Why it seem like you just like described Captain Underpants?
Because I did. Because he looks like that to me.
Oh, shoot. My son used to love them books back in the day, bro.
Man, let's get into this fourth down. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do it, Danny. Boy, oh boy. This very easily could have been an oh hell no. Deontay Wilder gets to the ring and he faces some dude.
He said some. It looked like
big old
big buff Asian dude.
Big buff. I mean, he wasn't even really buff. Like,
Okay,
I mean, he and I are both buff. I'll say it like that. We're both buff. Okay. And he gets whooped. I can't even say he gets knocked out. He got hit, turned around, forgot he was in the ring, and that boy hit him again. That man hit him again, laid him out. Ref was like, no. Don't get up. Just stay there. No. Hey, don't get up. Just stay there.
Hey, please go to our Facebook page, BGSE Network, and check it out, please, Lord Jesus. It's on there on the reels. It is funny.
I think it's 5 of 6, right? 5 of his last 6 fights.
Or 4 of his last 5, something like that. It's 1 or 2. He's been absolutely horrible ever since he beat Tyson Fury the first time. He hadn't done anything after that. He's made it more of a joke and always having an excuse. And man, being a former athlete, bro, I hate talking about people being done and stuff being over. But Deontay Wilder is done. Like this had to be the worst. I mean, he got knocked drunk, Jay. He looked like he'd been on the sauce when he got up from that. Like, to me, the only thing Deontay Wilder can do now to try to be relevant in fighting is to link up with Jake Paul.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's it. Listen. He better be the next one to get on the Jake Paul card after Mike Tyson.
Well, they postponed it right now.
Yeah, because Tyson got the ulcer flare on the plane and scared everybody to death. You think that's a good or bad thing for Jake Paul?
It's a great thing for him.
Oh Lord, hey, it's a great
thing. Because he didn't pull out. Tyson did. It's great for him, so he can say, "Hey, I was ready. It was Tyson.
True.
I was ready." True. So unfortunately, it hurts Tyson more because
he almost 60 years old, bro.
It's exactly my point.
It don't hurt Tyson.
Yeah,
nobody. Hey man, he need to go somewhere and be somebody's granddaddy. He don't need to be getting in the damn boxing ring. No way.
I hear what you're saying, but people like you and me, especially me, believe that Mike Tyson, if I see him running or put boxing gloves on, I feel like he can fight.
Okay.
I feel, and especially in the shape that he's in, I feel like he can still fight.
Okay, man. Okay. Hey, man, but Mike Tyson bailing out Deontay Wilder, getting his ass knocked out. You know what that made me say, right, Jay?
What does it make you say, my man?
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
That's right. This is the part of the podcast where we look at the Mavericks playing the Boston Celtics and look at the score and make it say, oh, hell no.
What's the score now, Jay?
86-64, brother.
Huh?
Boston way. 86-64, Boston way.
Lord have mercy.
It's rough, man. It's rough out here. That's rough.
Well, Jay, man, there's been a lot going on, bro. And sometimes, with these old hell no's, I get caught up. There's a lot. I got a couple different ones that I'm gonna throw out here at you tonight, man.
Yeah.
One of them is funny, and one of them is just I'm almost sick of talking about it, but we mentioned his dad a couple, in the last segment during the third down. Bronny James, man, we've done all this talk about should he come out? Is he going to leave? They come out and said that he's going to remain in the draft. He's still not going to sign with the agent just in case he didn't like his position or whatever. But they're coming out saying that they don't want a two-way contract, which means, two-way contract means that you go from G League to NBA roster at the mercy of the team, just where they see fit. They don't want a dual contract. So now you're basically trying to tell, hey, I want him to come play, but we don't want him to get developed. And he averaged 5 points a game in college. So clearly he's going to need some development in the G League. And all of a sudden, after Bronny's combine, miraculously, he is now ranked the 54th person in ESPN's NBA prospect list. Guess where the Lakers picked in the second round, Jay?
I don't know, big game. Where did they pick?
53. So now, if Bronny is drafted by the Lakers in the second round, it's justified because of where he's graded and ranked. Oh, hell nah. Not buying it at all.
There's so much to unpack here. But it's so much. I almost question, though, does Bronny want to play with his dad?
So you think it's LeBron more so than Bronny?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay. Never thought about that one.
I think, I think that we have to ask the question, does he actually want to play with his dad?
Gotcha. I feel you. Jay, this is my thing. As an athlete, and as a good athlete, 9 out of 10 times, I believe you ask any, it doesn't have to be professional. You can ask an elite college athlete, a high school athlete. I believe you ask the athlete, do they want to be given something or do they want to earn it? They're going to say they want to earn it. They don't want anything given to them.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what happens in this situation, one, if Bronny's drafted, two, if he ends up playing with his dad, he's always going to be looked at as the person that got a chance only because of what the last name says on his jersey, not because of his talent and skill set.
Right.
So I think LeBron and his team have got to look at it to where, yes, your son wants to be in the league, but are you going to do more harm than good by assisting in this process instead of letting the natural process take place?
Right.
That's the whole thing. And that's why it's an oh hell no.
I'm with you on that one. That's a very good one, sir. That's a very good one.
This next one's gonna be quick. Go ahead. Or do we need to just keep on moving? Did you see Skylar Diggins Smith when she was mic'd up the other night against the Phoenix Mercury?
No.
So the Seattle Storm and the Phoenix and the Mercury played against each other in the WNBA. And one of the players from Phoenix was mic'd up, and they go out to center court for the jump ball. And she, the mic'd up players are a little extra. So she's like, "Hey, yeah, girl, we need to go out here and get this thing, put this show on tonight for these people, man. We got to do blah 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 blah." Diggins said, "Well, I'm gonna do the best I can, but I'm getting old." She said, "Girl, you not old." And Diggins looked at her and said, "Well, my coochie is." But she didn't say coochie, she said P word. Not knowing that the mic was on. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. When you see the face of the other player and like, girl, I might. She said, "Oh Lord." And then I was on the floor after that just laughing for about an hour. Skylar Diggins, I love you for your honesty. You could call it old, but I know a lot of people still admire you for what you do on the court, but you got to be careful of what you say and how you say it. See, that's what happened when the mic really needs the oh hell no really needs to go to the microphone, because there's a lot of things that we say as players on the court and on the field that's not meant for ears through TV.
They shouldn't have played that. They shouldn't have played it on TV. They should have had a dump or something. But
well, they usually have a delay so they can beep it
Yeah.
out. But yeah, man, I need to find
usually
that.
they don't even have that. They'll have it like a package, right? So they'll have oh, she's talking to other players and stuff like that, and some stuff they'll just cut that out. I'm old. Boom, cut it. That's it. We're the end of that. But now I got to go find that clip.
Yeah, man, you got to hear that, dog, because it will make you raw, dog. My whole side was hurt. My whole side was hurt when I heard that.
I cannot wait
it was
to
hilarious.
Because I like Skylar Diggins. She nice. She nice.
See,
hey man, let's get into this. We gotta go to the next thing.
You're right. My bad.
Let's go between the lines.
Between the Lines, powered by Loyal to Ash Cigar Subscription. Get your subscription today.
That's right. This is Between the Lines. Look, I know we're still we're in basketball, we're in it, but there's still NFL stuff going on. As in the running back position, right now has little value, next to none, comparatively speaking. 49ers decided, hey, you know what? We need to pay our running back / every back, everything. Paying McCaffrey $19 million a year for the next, I like how you said that, for the next few years.
Because I think they got it broken down to where it's at least 19 guaranteed over the next 2 years.
2 years.
But Jay, this is my thing, and I said
like
this.
38 million.
Yeah, and people thought I was stupid. Saquon Barkley gave in way too fast. He undervalued himself.
Sure.
Didn't get the pay that he wanted. Didn't, ended up getting hurt again. And once he caved, Jennings, all the other running backs, they caved. I mean, Jacob, excuse me, they caved as well.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's like, ha, I'll show you boys. Hey, I'm gonna get this thing. My thing is, Jay, on this, can we continually say that the running back position is being devalued when Christian McCaffrey just went and got another bag on top of what he's already been making?
You can, because Christian McCaffrey is a different type of player. He's not only a running back, you really can think of him as a slot. I mean, he had over 2,000 all-purpose yards or yards from scrimmage.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sure. He's a different type of player. So obviously when you have Debo out and Brandon Ayuk out, but Christian McCaffrey is able to carry the team, I mean, even able to be your fourth or fifth string quarterback. Yeah, you value that. You value what he can do and bring for your team. That's why Brandon Ayuk and Debo Samuels are upset right now.
No, well, Brandon Ayuk, seeing what some other receivers just got paid,
yeah,
still want to get paid. And he wants about 30 a year. That's what he wants, 30 per. Not mad at him. It's a short-lived career in the NFL. Go get your bag. He deserves it. He was that true number one receiver because Debo is really more of a running back now.
Right.
Brandon Ayuk is the only one out there really running the route tree, catching the ball, and stretching the field. He deserves his money. I get it. But, McCaffrey getting his money, we keep talking about how the running back thing is devalued. He clearly showed that someone thinks enough of him to give him some bread.
That's it. Which leads us to Justin Jefferson gets his bag.
God, dog.
Let's see, 35?
Oh yeah, 110 million guaranteed over 30-something year. Yeah. 4-year extension on that thing.
So CeeDee Lamb now is holding out. He has held out for the mandatory OTA, which, 3 days, whatever. Okay. He's going to get fined $100,000. And I heard this and I heard this on talk radio today. And I said, you know what? This makes sense. They're considering it, or they said, you know what? Consider this $100,000 insurance policy. Yeah, I get fined $100,000. But let's say I get hurt. Then what? Right? I'm already going to get paid. So I'm going to pay my $100,000 not to get hurt, stay fresh, in order for me to get $100 million.
Man, I'm not mad at CeeDee Lamb, honestly, Jay. He led the league in receptions last year. He's everything the Cowboys have been looking for. Now, I came out and apologized last year early in the year. Remember, I said CeeDee Lamb was overrated. He's really a number 2 wide receiver. Maybe if he played with someone else, he might be the number 2. But for the Dallas Cowboys, he's a number 1. Their number 1 receiver.
He's the number 1.
I think he needs to get paid like that from the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's definitely a number 1. I think the issue that you had there, and it was very evident in why he threw a fit. And what's crazy is the first 6 games, they were not throwing to him. They were trying to spread it around, and
right.
Hey, we're gonna throw the defense off, and we're gonna play chess with them and not checkers. Like, look here, man, you got one of the best receivers in the league. Throw him the damn ball. And when they did that, guess who's now the number 1 offense in the league? The Dallas Cowboys, right? So you have to allow your great players to play great. If you try to be all quote unquote savvy and trickeration and all that, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
He said trickeration.
Trickeration. So, yeah, CeeDee Lamb is waiting for his payday, but also Brandon Ayuk and Debo is waiting because now they're saying, hey, we see what the other player got. We saw what Justin Jefferson got, and they didn't even smell the playoffs. They didn't even smell it.
Yeah, fact.
And look at what we've done for our team. So, yeah, he should get paid. Now, the big problem is you got Dak, CD, Micah, who are going to take up about 35 to 40% of your cap. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is real crazy, bro.
Right.
Crazy.
So,
hey, man, good luck. CD deserves it. And honestly, I don't think anything happens with Dak. I think it's all predicated on what they do in the postseason.
But
I don't think they negotiate before then. I think they should.
They have to. He's 21% of the cap. He's 21% of the cap. He's standing to make 65 this year. You cannot go into this season like that and expect to do anything because you didn't make any moves in the offseason.
You can because it's already past that offseason time. There's nothing they have to do until next season. So you can stay stuck there if you want. But you know what? We ain't got to talk about nothing else to the line because we got to get on to the next segment now.
That's it. We're not going to skip over the last one?
You want to talk about Tua's negotiating his contract? Should he get paid? Does he get hurt too much?
He lost some weight. So that's a good thing.
I believe that Tua wants to do everything they need to be successful. He's a piece that's finally coming around for the Dolphins. They just paid Waddle. They still have Hill. They got good running backs. They did lose Christian Wilkins on defense. But I believe that Tua is what they need. The question is, I think that scares the Dolphins is, can that soft milling of his stay healthy?
Yeah, big facts.
Can he stay healthy?
That's big facts. Man, let's get into these top 5.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, Lord, you trying to push me? You ain't even got it.
It's time for the top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports Top 5.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even punk out and have a top 10. But not here. And you love when I say that. Not here at Big Game Sports Buzz. No. Top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Let's go. Top 5 excuses to get out of a date. I love it, man. This is a good one.
Hey, man. I felt like we did this before, but we did top 5 excuses to get out of work.
Date.
Now, being where I haven't dated in a long, long time, being where I've been married for the past 24 years.
Beautiful.
I don't know what would work, but simply right now, number 5 is I'm married. No, I'm playing. That's not what I was. But I thought about that. I was like, hell, man. I've been married so long. Somebody try to get me to go out on a date. I'm clearly gonna say, hey, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm flattered, but I'm married.
Now look,
no,
I didn't want to say get out of date night.
Yeah, you can't say that because you could say
Come
it.
on,
Yeah,
you
smart
could.
man, very
I
smart.
mean,
All right, I got
I
you.
know you
Hey,
want to
dog.
talk
Yeah,
about
we go.
Hey,
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and stick to this list, bro. So, hey, number five. I think that one thing you can say to get out of a date is my dog is sick. Just
that's good.
my dog is sick. Number 4, I lock myself in the house. Yeah, I don't know if they would believe it or not, but yeah, hey man, I don't know what happened. I lock myself in. I can't get out. Number 3,
Myself in the house.
I had a few drinks and I am too drunk to drive. Only works if you're supposed to drive to meet that person. They might say take an Uber, whatever else. But anyway, whatever. Too drunk to drive. Number 2, I think one that has been used forever and will continue to be used.
Yeah.
Man, my boss making me work late.
That's
My boss making me work late. Hey man, you gotta get your bag. Can't nobody get mad at you. She'll understand. And then number 1, family emergency. Hey, something came up with my son.
okay.
You can have kids and not be married and still have the date. So, or your mama or whatever. So you can have a family emergency, man. I think it's the last one that can get you out. And I think that's always a good go-to. That it's hard to question. Now you can't say die. I done heard somebody use their grandmama, but I'm like, damn, how many grandmamas did you have, bro? Because you done lost about your 5th one.
That's on my list. That's on my list.
Oh shit.
It's on my list.
Oh, Jay, you funny guy.
It's on my list. And I've said this. Yeah, my mama did. So I can't make it. Usually I would say a cousin, like a first cousin. So that's family member dying. Usually a cousin or someone like that, So that's number 5 for me. Because I'm hopping right in. This is right off the dome, man. This is how you really like to do it. Right off the dome. Another one that I definitely use. I'm sick. I don't feel well. So yeah, that's number 4 for me. Number 3, listen, I have used this before as well. I fell asleep.
That's a good one, though.
I fell asleep.
Hey, want to take a nap, be ready for the date? You just fell asleep.
I fell asleep. Yeah.
I like that one.
I fell asleep. My bad. Number 2 of the top 5 reasons to get out of a date. I'm not proud of this. I'm really not proud of this.
Let's be further though.
I've actually told him, "Are you sure you had a date with me?"
I'm
You
sorry.
sure you had a date with me?
Come on, dog. You made them question their commitment to you. You sure it was me? I said it was you. I thought it was you. Now, Jay.
What?
I know you got to finish your list. But if you said that, and if they believed it, it speaks volumes about the level of the person that you
very
asked.
Quiet on the other side.
Yes.
Very quiet on the other side.
Boy, let me tell you.
It's very quiet on the other side. And my number 1 that I have actually said to a person of how to get out of a date, I just don't want to go with you.
But I think that can be appreciated. I think that honestly can be appreciated, bro.
It could.
I really do. I really do. That's
that was one I did. Yeah, I said I just want to go to date with you. I have others too, like I don't like movies. Yeah, I don't like movies.
Hey, but I heard from people that movies is a very bad first date because
It is.
you're sitting there in the dark. You're not even talking to get to know anything about one another.
That's true.
It's I was like, well, damn, man. I think me and my wife, one of our first days was movie, but we also did dinner too. But yeah.
Yeah, you got to do dinner after the movie. Don't do dinner before. That's the mistake. You do dinner after the movie because you can talk about the movie. And I think you can kind of see what kind of person, they are by the movie they pick. Like I went on a date. This girl, we went to, we actually saw this in the movie theater. I think I told you this. Tu Wong Fu from Julie Newmar. Where it was Wesley Snipes, John Leguizamo, and the dude that was in Roadhouse. What was his name?
Patrick Swayze.
Were drag queens.
Yeah, you told me that because that was in your top 5 worst movies ever.
Man.
And the fact that you had to see it on the day, bro. I'm so sorry.
It was she and I. We went during the day, and it was like one other person in the movie theater, and that was it. And I think they got up and left.
Oh,
I was like, wow. Yeah. Because when we left, there was no one.
Hey, dog. When you leave a movie, when you peace out on a movie, that's pretty damn bad, bro. That's bad. That's damn bad. Hey, man, great list, bro. Great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I have to know, man. I appreciate it. That was, I had to relive some moments, some bad moments in my life, but I'm a good person now.
You're a great guy.
Thanks.
Some people might say you're an asshole for some of those reasons to get out of the date, but you're a great guy, man. I know the great buff nerd, and I appreciate you being that guy, man. I really do.
There it is. There it is. Hey, thank you for joining us here on Big Game Sports Buzz. Again, where the sports fanatic and the pro athlete get together and talk about all things sports. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when we come on. We so appreciate you coming and joining us here this evening. Look, go Mavs. Buff nerd. Oh.
And for the buff nerd, remember your boy Big Game James. Thanks, and until next time, peace.
Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view.